I don't need to say 1, 2. How does it look like?
I don't know. I feel
First, for the audience that's listening, Turks, describe the hat.
It is a fuzzy pink bucket hat with white flowers on it.
First off, it's purple, not pink, but all right.
I thought it was mauve.
Oh, but there we go.
Yeah.
There you go. They're in the middle.
It's like, yeah, looks mauve.
And look like Rex it on top of Texas head.
Yeah.
It's very obvious. It's very obvious.
True, actually.
It was an honor.
See, I told you, Rex, damn also.
Thank you. Thank you for the colors also. Like, you know.
Where'd you buy the hat?
Online.
Okay. Another question. Why?
Because it's fire. What are you talking about?
No. What was the thought process when you saw that hat? You were like, "Yo, this is it."
That was my question.
If
that
I
was
ever was to wear a bucket hat,
all right,
it has to be this one.
Okay, so Proud is available. Geleg is available.
Yeah.
Like so many other bucket hats. You never touched any of them.
Any of them have flowers on it.
They look like eggs, though, kind of.
No,
stylistically,
okay, you need new glasses,
stylistically,
he has the
eggs.
biggest like fucking glasses of all of us.
I know.
He has a prescription windshield. He still can't see it.
These are my
Swear to
spares.
God.
I actually do need new glasses because these are my spares. So.
Oh yeah, it is different. You're right.
Yeah.
They're all ugly, by the way.
Yeah, thank you.
This is very, very like 2002.
Yeah, remember that? Yeah.
Right?
Old school Shamsi in the house.
Frameless. I don't have any glasses on my face. Kind of
Like,
I know
it's
that.
just hanging by a string.
But I can still see. Barely.
Yo, I don't know what questions we have. Let's just start.
Are we done with this?
Yeah, we're done with this.
Does it feel fuzzy though?
It is.
Yeah. Do you like enjoy feeling the fuzz?
Plus, it helps me not play with my hair anymore.
Okay. Which is the main purpose.
No, the main purpose is this shit fire.
Okay. You're still sticking to that.
dig.
Okay.
I dig.
I'm waiting. I'm gonna wait.
It's a fashion statement.
Hello.
Thank you.
Hello.
Thank you.
Hello.
You were saying? My bad.
This shit fire. He was saying this shit
Tagging
fire,
me.
which I completely disagree with.
Okay. Thank you for your input. We appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we're done with that.
We're waiting on that one the whole time. Any rebuttal, Turks?
Masmat. That's not my actual rebuttal. Literally
okay.
masmat. Let's see any.
Never mind, Turks. Never
Okay,
mind.
thanks.
Never mind.
That's cool.
And
Keep going.
we are
Buy time.
here to-
Buy time.
okay.
Buy time.
We
I just
also,
saw no, not that one. Buy another time.
we also have people here. Hello, people.
Hello, people. You are the worst hype man in the world.
I hope you're enjoying.
You're
We have-
introduced. No, that's not how we
we
do
have
it.
MBL
That's
in the
not how we
house.
do it.
No,
You know
come
how we
on.
do it.
Okay.
There's a system how we do
All
things,
right,
Shamsi.
fine. We're trying to keep
Oh my
things going.
God.
We're very professional.
Talk about the World Cup.
Which World Cup?
All of them.
Oh. I mean, there's one coming up here, right?
Wallah?
Yeah. Do you want to go?
Hey, welcome past the Kabsa. It's your boy Adi. What's happening? What's popping? Episode 142. Fuck this bullshit. Let's get this started. Today is Thursday. We get questions from the fans and listeners and so on. I got the homie Turks right behind me.
Yep.
I got Shams right next to me
Hey-yo.
with the worst jokes on the face of the earth.
Yes.
And today in the restaurant, we got the homie Aziz Wave with us. No one gives a shit. Good. And we also got the homie NBL with us. No one gives a shit. Good.
Hey.
Yo, man, it was nice having you here. When are you going to Bahrain? Oh, nice. Not soon enough. Not soon enough. Swear to God, man. These people, they come here and they just stay around.
Bro, look at how happy they are to be here.
Yeah, the losers,
They're
bro.
so
That's why.
They're so happy.
It's okay.
Like, I'm enjoying their happiness.
Yo, let's start the questions. All right, let's go.
Let's go.
All right, first question. Can you call a well-behaved raspberry marabba? Okay, I'm sorry for that one. I should have read it first. I'm sorry.
I mean, oh wow.
Touche.
Can you call it anything else? Can you? That's the question.
As usual, shout out to listener number one.
Thank you.
I
for
should
that
look. I saw it with some Arabic word. I thought I said the Arabic.
one. Yeah.
All right, then I read the whole thing. Like, nope. All right.
You fell for that one.
Can you call it marabba?
Can you call it anything else?
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Are you marabba?
No. I'm asal.
In both terms. He's not.
I'm also peanut butter.
Hey.
What?
Dogs love you.
I'm good on sandwiches.
No.
I don't know what's happening here, Chelsea. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Oh my God. Dig deeper, Chelsea.
Next one, please.
Next one.
Please.
You are أسرع مخرج man.
I actually am. Okay.
Or do you want to
This is pertinent.
It is أسرع مخرج time.
Okay.
What is your go-to أسرع مخرج?
لازم اروح البيت.
wow. Wow.
Oh my god, thank you أسرع مخرج man.
They need me.
ما عندك أي مخرج.
ما
Until
عندي
you
مخرج.
have this thing where you just freeze.
Yeah.
Like we have to freeze. Like, you just stay there. Here, Shamsi. I know you're crying. Here
Yeah.
you go. Here you go.
Thank you.
Wipe your tears of joy.
It's too hard of a start.
Turks, what's your أسرع مخرج?
Commit.
Commit to
Go
what?
for it. Whatever. You don't need a مخرج. Commit for now. Commit for now. Okay. 5 minutes later, you text them مخرج على طول.
Oh, okay.
You're good.
Okay.
That's not
Good.
very سريع يعني. That
At
sounds like
all.
a roundabout.
That takes a
no,
turn.
no.
You need a
Is it
blunt, firm
tried?
no. عرفت? That's which is not really مخرج يعني. بس إنه you need a good convenient excuse that always works.
No,
That's
you
the
regroup
مخرج.
and assess.
لازم أروح البيت إذا كنت convenient مخرج. ليش لازم أروح البيت؟ يعني.
اوكي المخرج من السيتويشن
من
نفسها.
situation, yes.
Okay,
You're in a
yeah.
situation
I
and need an
usually-
excuse,
I usually text someone to call me.
which is okay.
Yeah.
Which is something you do a lot.
By the way, you did it today, so I would not put it out
Yeah,
there.
see? Yeah, exactly.
I would not put it out there.
The thing is, nobody called him. You know,
Fair point.
he ended up calling me.
True.
So
True.
yeah, that's not how you do it, Turks.
Yeah.
Just saying. So what's your أسرع مخرج?
I'm good.
I'm good. It's not really مخرج. See, that's a denial. That's a firm no.
No, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's either no or I'm good.
Hmm.
Every time, I'm good.
You
I'm
sure?
good.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to go? I'm good.
That's blunt.
Yes.
Well done.
No, but and what do you do when you're in the situation and you need to exit the situation, like he did today?
Mm.
He was in a situation which he needed an exit.
I walk
Okay,
out.
Let's not
Okay.
highlight it real quick. Okay.
So,
Okay. You've seen me at all the things that we go to. Whenever
Yeah.
I need to leave, what do I do?
you disappear.
That's it.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's he had a
Yeah, I just bounce.
But that's just, inconsiderate sometimes. Like sometimes you need to, announce that, yo, I'm out.
Look, I have
No.
one, but I'm not going to tell you.
Exactly. No, that's the
Yeah.
question.
Because that one, I've been using it and it's been running perfectly for a
Yeah.
long time.
Mm.
I'm not going to give you out my weapons.
My
Mm-mm.
weapons, like, okay, it could be something along the lines of
One of the boys says vibes.
vibes.
He's like, yo, the vibes here are just not it.
no.
Like,
He is not about vibes, but he
Yeah.
just knows that people enjoy that word.
It's very similar to
It's like, it's not the vibe for me.
Exactly.
He just leaves.
لازم ارجع البيت خلاص يعني الشيك لازم ارجع البيت خلاص يعني ما
Next question.
not feeling it anymore.
Next question.
Yes.
All right. We'll start like, human
Getting
beings.
into proper
Yeah.
questions.
What's Saudi like during Ramadan?
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Quiet.
It's all
We
about
appreciate you.
It's all
Very
about
quiet.
family. It's all about getting together. It's all about enjoying each other's company. It's very spiritual. It's the whole energy of the city shifts and changes. The whole
Yeah.
Timing.
Everything is calm.
changes.
Everything is quiet, relaxed. You don't have to. There's no rush.
Things slow down. In a sense.
Okay, there's probably 15 minutes where there's rush, a lot of rush,
Which is right before that.
right before Adhan. Yes, but other than that, everyone's cool. Everyone's calm.
Ramadan is vibes here, man.
People,
Yeah.
people's behavior changes من ناحية, everyone's too considerate, which is dope.
Which is
Mm.
Which is
beautiful.
dope.
Which is beautiful.
I love that
Mm.
shit.
And everybody's so inviting as well. Like you usually pre-COVID times Ramadan you would like have a stacked lineup of invitations of people you would want to go and have either suhoor or futur with, and that's one
True.
of the joys of it. Actually,
Ahmed Tamimi's annual.
Ahmed Tamim's annual is one of the
Yes.
Mhm.
nicer ones. Like he's been doing it for like 5-6 years now, running plus. So that's the energy, that's the vibe. Spend it with people you love, spend it with yourself.
Yeah,
Everything else in life, I think, takes a backseat to that energy in Ramadan.
And you get that good energy until the morning, you
Mm.
know? Then you go to work. It's over.
And then you go to work and you realize like, okay, this is not going to last long. Alhamdulillah, I'm going to be home بقيل ولا بجيب food ولا.
Yeah, you work 6 hours a day.
Yeah.
yeah. That's
And
good.
everything happens like, خلاص, there's an expectation of, okay, everything important is going to happen after Eid. Unless you're in an industry where you're preparing for Eid and then you're just like screwed.
I look forward to Ramadan, man.
Yeah.
I'll be below Ramadan.
I mean,
I mean,
Thank you. Thank you all for coming. This has been our.
go on. Next
Yes.
question. Next
Okay, well,
question.
sorry. Next one. All right. All right. I guess so. Will there be a universal set of values we can all agree on, or are we stuck with competing values?
there are very minimal set of universal values that we agree on, I feel. Don't kill. Don't steal.
I would just like to point out to wars for the last
Yeah,
50 years.
yeah.
Okay.
50? 50?
I'm sorry. 1,000.
Yeah. 10,000. لا بس يعني
It's not a competition.
it's-
See, competing values, yeah, Shamsi.
But again,
15th. I'm sorry.
we're talking.
Little too late.
There are general things in human behavior that people do adhere to on a universal basis. For example, killing somebody, which is a bad act. Don't kill people. Take care of your babies. There's another one, I guess. Don't abandon babies. This is generally right now in the world today. You try. There is
Define
a set
competing values, please.
competing value systems.
Yeah. What does that even mean?
I mean, there's a value system where you value yourself as an individual. What you need, your priorities come first before anything else. And there's another value system that values the community. You are a part of a unit, and you need to consider everybody else's needs before your
okay.
own. What comes first? So I think for us, our value system is more the more collective value system. That's on a universal basis. I don't think there's going to be a set upon, agreed upon values.
At all.
As much as you try to set that up as an expectation, people are always going to adhere to, things that they grew up with, whether
True.
it's religion or, location, geography based or culture
Tradition.
based.
Or just humans are gonna human.
Yeah, but again,
True.
don't kill, don't steal is things you try to promote on a global basis.
We fund militaries. We go to war.
Yeah, but that's bigger. That's on a bigger
That's not
scale than individuals.
That's not bigger. Iraq should have never happened.
True.
The second
A-
Iraq should have never
A
happened.
lot of wars should have.
Yeah,
never
the last
happened.
20 years shouldn't fucking happen, but it happened.
True.
A decision that they made. They made that decision. So I can't tell you, oh yeah, we're all gonna have no way in fucking hell. Humans, especially humans. And I think it's very obvious. I don't know why people are asking or thinking about universal values when it's very obvious how the world is unfolding in front of everybody. It's always going to be competition. It's always going to be who can survive the most, who can outlive others, and who can hurt others and take their resources. That's always been the vibe.
Should there
That
not?
vibe.
Should
So
there
it's
not?
always tribal?
No, but again, Diga, the fact it doesn't happen. Should there not be a set of universal values to aspire to at least?
If you couldn't agree on today, how are you gonna?
No, the reason I'm saying is because there are several sets of
Okay,
let's say international agreements. That
I'll give you the biggest example. You have a Democratic Party that's preaching peace, right, all day long, and green energy and yada yada and so on.
Mhm.
Are they living to those terms
on the day to day.
on the day? And they're
No.
preaching it every single
No,
day, and they
they-
have people that are fighting everybody else based on those values that they're preaching. Do you feel like they're practicing what they're preaching?
They never did.
They never did.
Yeah,
Exactly. Afghanistan was the biggest example.
there's a lot of examples. Even if you go back in the 90s, you'll leave and what happened there.
I'm staying close because you talk to people about the 90s, they think it's just history, doesn't matter anymore. But the reality, no, they're not living to everything they're saying. They're not honoring their own words. They're not doing any of that. So how are we supposed to have universal values when people are still
But again,
tribal?
True. Well, again, there are other sets of let's say universal values that do are dominant within their universes. So within our society, with Arab societies, Islamic societies, Islamic values do dominate, and they
Mhm.
dominate within that hemisphere. And you know what? They have served us for so long, so well. So for us, we've never really needed to go and look at these other value systems because we had something that we've lived to and we've been true to, and is right for us. And it's something. The fact that you see Islam expanding is a testament to the rightness of it. The fact that it is spreading across the
Mhm.
world. So again, whether you should go and find that universal set of values or not is a moot point when you have your own.
I don't. To me, I think like everyone's gonna. Every tribe is gonna have its own back, basically, and the bigger the tribe, the more you kind of rely on others to take them under your wing. But at some point, that's my. Did I ever tell you about my alien theory? If we ever
Okay.
Please,
hold
please.
up, hold up.
Go ahead while I do something.
Yeah.
We will only achieve world peace when we find aliens,
Why?
because that will give us what?
They can't hear me.
Oh, exactly.
Kharash.
No,
Okay.
Kharash.
Yeah, we're gonna be scared as fuck. Like, yo, let's team up, son. Let's team up.
Okay.
Exactly. Yes.
Wasn't that the Watchmen theory?
Is it?
It is.
The theory is always that
Yeah,
when something
technically,
really
yeah.
comes and hurts all of us, they're all gonna stand up together. I think that's also bullshit.
And that's what Alan Moore did with Watchmen. That was the whole concept behind the comic. You think it's bullshit?
I think it's bullshit.
And no else.
You see, when we say people right now don't give a shit about other people. As long as it's not hitting me, I'm fine. Let them
Well,
deal with
you
it.
know what?
Exactly.
You are
That's-
actually no,
that's the
but,
thing.
but he's actually right. It is bullshit. You know why? Because we are actually going through that right now.
Yes.
Climate change. This is a fucking universal threat that threatens everybody on Earth. And do you see people moving Earth and mountain to fight it and challenge it? No, you don't.
Does everyone believe in climate
That's
change?
a bigger even problem. The fact that we still
Exactly.
don't have
Yeah.
What
the
he's
census.
saying is
Once aliens drop down,
I'll
then
tell you.
you'll have the same
everyone can see
problem.
it. We're
this
like,
is the
okay,
same
okay,
thing
yeah.
as Joe Rogan had this guest, this guru, and he was asking him, he's like, back then I used to ask people like in the 90s or something, or the 80s, how many people want to go to heaven? And like, like almost everybody raised their class. It was a university.
Mm.
He's like, now I go, it's like 100 people think they can go to heaven, and people giggle. He's like, because we are living in a time where people want to see what you're saying exists. So climate change to them is no different than saying, yo, do you believe in heaven? They don't see it, so they don't believe in it. They don't feel it because they don't believe in it. So his theory, his idea of aliens, and there's an actual threat that you can look at with your own eye, and you're like, yo, this can kill me.
Yeah.
Will you move then?
I think people will still find other ways of explaining it. No, you're lying to me. This is bullshit.
Oh yeah, definitely,
Yeah,
definitely.
I don't. People always find a way of
COVID is the biggest example.
denying
I was just about
reality.
to bring
Yes.
up COVID. Yeah, true.
But you do need to find touchstones between these different cultures, or let's say value systems, to agree upon. Otherwise, everything goes to shit. So at the end of the day, it might not be universal, but there needs to be things for us to agree upon, for us to be able to communicate and do anything together. Otherwise, we'll just end up shooting each other.
Next one.
Next one.
Bro, there's a lot of questions. I'm trying to find them. I appreciate everybody that reached out. Okay. Would you like a setup? There's a setup here.
Yeah,
I mean,
There's a setup to all of
do
us.
I have a choice?
Are some girls, next question.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are some girls just too hard to wife?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
What?
It's not a setup. It's
Are
yes.
some girls just too hard to wife?
You need to find somebody who vibrates on your same level. Otherwise, you will end up with somebody who has a high set of expectations that
Or
you
maybe
cannot
you
live
just
up
enjoy
to.
vibrating by yourself.
I mean, true.
Excellent choice of words, Chelsea.
Exactly.
Well
No, but you end up.
Self-vibration is always great.
No, you end up with somebody with a different set of expectations that you can't live up to, or it's not something that you want to live up to either way. It's a different outlook on life. So yes, it is hard for me to be able to live with you as a person if we have divergent views on
I will
how we want to
remove
live.
the girls part and
People.
just make it
People.
or some people.
Yeah.
Because there's some dudes I'm like, yo, man, she's
Yeah.
gonna run through hell for that.
Mhm.
So it goes both ways. Some people are hard to marry.
Yeah.
True.
Maybe either their lifestyle or their personalities or whatever it is.
Exactly.
Or the stage of life that they're in.
Or the expectations they have. Yeah, there's a lot of different angles and elements to it, but yes, the answer is yes.
But I feel like most
can
of
fix
them
them?
finds
I'm
no,
sorry,
no,
okay.
no. مو لهالدرجة.
Okay.
No, but they might not be right for you, but they're right for someone else.
Yeah,
and they
yeah,
will find
true.
someone else that's exactly the same, and they find them ready exactly where they are.
Exactly. So some people are too hard to marry.
That's,
Or
that
to be
question is
with.
subjective.
It's very subjective.
Look, I don't understand dudes who are trying, or even girls who are trying to force someone into marriage.
Yeah.
If this person doesn't want to be with you, then why is that topic at play?
Exactly.
If you don't see
You're
that topic being at play,
yeah, exactly.
yeah, go somewhere else.
You're going about it the wrong way.
Yeah, well, you're going to wait for him 30, 40 years?
Or pressure him.
Or pressure him?
Yeah.
Or guilt him? Then what? Sooner or later, that guilt's going to wear off.
And that relationship is not going to end up being stable.
You should know, Shams. You've been through a lot. I'm joking. It's a joke. It's a fucking joke. I know. It's real, but let's just say it's a joke.
Real, yeah.
Yeah, let's just say it's a joke.
Let's
It's a
ha-ha.
joke.
Let's ha-ha about it for a
Let's
second.
ha-ha about it. Misery. Loneliness.
Good job, guys. Well done.
Oh, next one.
Next one.
Guy talk at work. When does it cross the line? Once it starts.
Yes, I was just about to say.
I was about to say always. I was about to say always.
Yo, there was never guy talk at work without crossing the
Like,
fucking
whenever
line.
you end up feeling comfortable with somebody, know that at some point during the discussion, somebody's gonna say something like, "Yo,
The second you hear Isma,
chill."
oh, am I getting to like?
Yeah.
Oh, it's over.
Like, sometimes you have to put people in check, unfortunately. Sometimes
Look.
you end up in conversations.
I agree.
You end up
Yes,
in
yes.
conversations where you're like, yo, I don't want to be a part of this fucking conversation. Like, yo.
No, this is the problem with work. You are forced to be in a place with people that you don't actually like.
Not necessarily.
I'm telling you.
Yeah,
you
true,
are forced to put in a place to be with people that you don't actually like. If you let me finish my sentence, then throughout the process, you figure out your similarities, and you're like, okay, this is my conversation with this guy. This is where I cross the line. This guy is this guy is that, this guy is that, right? So like this guy I talked about, just work, nothing personal. This guy I can talk about a little bit personal stuff that we are engaging in,
whatever.
Shallow.
Yeah. So you go and figure it out. But then the people that you fucking hate at work, they're still there.
Yeah.
And they get any conversation that you have, they want to be part of that conversation.
Yeah.
So you are stuck in a fucking place that you can't be yourself. That's one. All right. Two, you can't even have the communication that you would like to have with these people or the privacy to have the conversation. Exactly.
Like, تسحب عليه كده في السالفة.
And then on top of that, you have an asshole boss. And it's over.
So the solution here is don't engage. With anybody.
Yes.
Walk in, headphones, blinders if you can find them, and just.
Well, that's it.
This week is a
exactly.
huge part,
And for me, like when I used to work with people, like I know, like I am different than everybody else here. Like my mentality is different, the way I act, the way I move, and I understand that. I understand that I'm different. So I just find like the common things. But the problem that kills me are the people who are just pushing into my life, and we don't even share the same values. They just want to know what's happening in your life.
Okay, yeah.
That's the annoying part.
المشكلة كمان when you find people with sometimes and you end up with people who want to kind of push the relationship and kind of like expand it. So like that's where you need to set the boundaries. Like let's keep our distance here. Let's
We see the vibe.
keep this relationship.
You out?
Bill, why are you standing?
No, what's happening?
All right, peace and Bill. Enjoy yourself.
Enjoy.
Get back home safe. I'm waiting on the tracks that didn't send yet.
Sleep tight.
Be safe. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy Bahrain.
Pieces.
Could you get the fuck out of here now?
We'll see you.
You're not important. Get the fuck out. Close the door. Close the door. Oh man.
Next one.
Man, if only Aziz would get the hit and leave also. I'm just joking.
Oh, it's chilling, Malik. It's chilling.
Oh, this kid and Bill got a flight to catch and shit. Anyway, let's go next one.
Let's go.
Go.
All right. This is for Shamsi.
Thank God.
Is it better to be a big fish in a small pond, or a small pond, or small fish in
Or a small pond and a big fish.
in a big fish? Yes.
Small pond and a big fish. I don't think that's good. Either way. Big fish, small pond, or
Small fish, big pond.
yeah, it depends on the person. Depends on what you want and how you, what your ambitions are, what your aspirations.
Would you like to
are.
explain to people the difference?
I mean, you could be overqualified, let's say, in a certain range of or workplace where you end up standing out, or you could be somebody with you end up in a place where you have a lot of competition and it's not as easy for you to showcase your skills, but at the same time you get the chance to rise up because it's a bigger pool.
So you want to be a small fish in a big pond that aspires to be a big fish in a small pond.
No, that aspires to be a big fish in a big pond.
That just shows in you choose wrong first, then try to fix.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah, okay.
I want to be a small fish that
that grows into the
grows,
pond.
exactly.
That grows into the pond.
And that's the thing. When you're in a small
Yo.
pond, you're limited at the end of the day.
Well, if you're a big fish in a small pond, not only you're limited, like you're wasting your time here. You can't really explore or grow.
Do big fish things.
Do big fish things. Yeah,
exactly.
You won't have that much reach.
As a big fish, you have
Just a big fish.
Exactly.
As a former fish.
No, as a tuna, we want to explore the seas. I don't think a tuna is a good example.
I have
here,
no
but,
idea.
Okay.
You want to
Nice-
explore the
nice
seas.
proverb. I like it.
Next one.
Yeah. What kind of fish would you be?
No, hell no. Who'd you rather be your boss? A socially awkward feminist ostrich, or who's so at his job,
Who's so at his job?
or a loud, funny chicken that keeps telling you bullshit stories about its days in the CIA?
Wow. Yo.
Okay.
Yo. I don't know what I'm doing.
Sauce of
here.
mango.
How good is the chicken at his job?
I don't care. I don't care what I'm doing, what
Yes.
I'm working on, what's my position. I want that chicken.
That bring that
I think
chicken.
I'll get the
Yeah.
chicken as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, I want that
Yeah.
chicken.
Chicken sounds like fun.
You know that chicken has a deep voice.
Exactly.
No, he'll tell you stories. for
It
days.
has a deep voice. It has a cigar.
Yeah, exactly.
That
chicken
smokes all day long.
That chicken smokes.
Yes. And every time a staple falls down, they jump up.
Okay. Flashbacks, triggers.
Exactly. Back in my days,
Mm.
Vietnam.
I'd look forward to.
we
work
were in
every
Bora Bora.
Oh, wow.
Oh, man, bring that chicken all day long, son. Tell me stories.
Can
I hate boring coworkers, bro.
Mm.
I seriously hate boring coworkers.
define boring coworkers?
You know
People
what
you
I mean.
can't engage with,
You
people
know
that
what I
you have
mean.
nothing in common with.
Come on. See, you know a boring person when
Yep.
you meet them.
Mm,
Stop acting like there's something specific about them. A
Yeah.
boring person is a boring person.
okay.
I hate people at work who are just boring. Like, bro, like, do you live?
I mean, that's you don't have to engage with them. يعني عادي, خلاص, just keep on moving and do your thing.
What happens when you own the business?
Oof.
You hired them.
You hired them.
I know.
Exactly.
They're good at their jobs, though.
No, but hire for culture. That's why I hire for culture.
Hell no.
No?
Fuck that. Never hire for culture. Never hire for vibes. Never.
Okay, not only for culture.
No, never. You hire the right person to do the right job.
What if
And you accept the bullshit
Okay.
that comes with it. Because at the end of the day, what you present and what you hand out is the most important.
What if he's, loud and what the chicken do as well?
Talk about CIA shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not gonna vibe with everybody else in the office.
I'll easily put him in his place.
Okay.
I believe in a workforce. You have to be a mother, a father, and a boss.
A mother hen.
Yeah, all the above.
Okay.
You gotta be able to hold hands and to talk softly and to explain. You gotta be able to elbow, okay, or throw keys,
Okay.
whichever it is. You gotta be all that, and you gotta be someone who's a bit disciplinary. Listen, you are here.
Keep your chicken
You're getting
stories to yourself.
paid to do your work, so please enjoy yourself, but
Yeah.
do your work.
You see, boring Bob, be like boring Bob.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well,
But
that,
he hates
please don't
boring
be-
Bob.
No, I don't
Yeah.
want boring Bob. I just want you to do your work and respect your coworkers.
That's what boring Bob is doing.
No, boring Bob is just telling you, I ate chicken yesterday. Nukta.
Good for you, Bob.
Exactly.
Keep doing that.
Keep doing that.
Exactly.
No, Bob.
I'm
Eat
happy.
fish, Bob.
I'm happy with Bob.
Get shrimps, Bob.
I don't have to socially interact with Bob. He's just,
He's doing great work.
exactly. He does what he needs
Let
to
him
do.
be boring.
Let him be Bob.
I can't wait for you to get a boss as a Bob.
No, that's
Well, see,
Why
as
do we
a-
go with
no,
Bob
no.
in the first place?
Because he's boring,
his
obviously.
alliteration with boring.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
there you go. I have no.
Could be bombastic, Bob.
All right.
No,
next
we're
one.
going for it.
هذا ما ندري.
Okay. Next
Oh,
one.
this is deep. What is an act of faith in an uncertain future to you? Sheesh.
Oof, hold up. I gotta.
What is an act of faith in an uncertain future?
To you. Yo, I know. Listen, listeners, you can't hit us with shit like this real quick.
I didn't think about
This is like off the cuff, but y'all tell me like to go and like search for my moral stick and shit.
Yeah.
I
I need,
have
I need
no
to reflect
idea.
for 2 days for this
Yeah.
question.
Yeah, an act of faith in an uncertain future.
Yeah. It's doing something with no guarantee. And that's just.
Oh, have you seen the podcast? By the way, just letting you know.
Look, an act of faith in an uncertain future. Usually you do nice things for people, right? Hoping that they'll return the favor for you, but you're not really sure. But you're like, you know what? Let's
Mm.
go. Let's do this. I'm gonna take a shot at it.
But see, that's
I'm giving you like the quickest thing off my head. It's not the one that I want to go to.
I'm thinking
Yeah,
of
we talked
something.
about this a couple of
I'm thinking of
episodes
something
ago,
bigger.
right?
يعني, I don't know.
Saving society, as
No, it's not about saving society. It's about an uncertain future. Like all futures are uncertain. Exactly. So
So what's an act of faith to you for an uncertain future?
yeah, I think it's just doing something without a guarantee of success. Just doing something for the sake of it. Like
Act of faith.
oh, you're talking about act of faith as in a religious
Yes,
act.
act of faith. Yes.
No, I'm thinking of it act of faith in different terms.
Okay.
I'm thinking of it.
Either way,
Yeah,
take whichever.
in terms of let's say starting a business.
Mm.
With example, me not having a lot of experience in business.
Mm.
That's me taking an act of faith in a future where I don't know if this is going to succeed or not.
Mm.
It's a big step. It's a commitment. It's putting yourself in the shoes of committing to something without knowing that thing is, where that thing's going to end up falling.
But it's still in your hand, though. You can control where it's going to go.
True, but it still has to deal with an external environment that is not within my hand. Whether it's
Well, that's wrong. You do not open a business in an environment that you cannot have any control over.
For example, you know,
I mean,
COVID happening made the future uncertain for a lot of people. Let's say I was the kind of person who was into Airbnbs. I bought a building and started, renovating things. And my city's gonna pop this summer. A lot of visitors are gonna come in. Shit, COVID happened. I'm screwed. I'm fucked. Do I still keep doing it in the future? Are things gonna recover? Do I keep maintaining that?
Yes,
business?
you can tell those things, Shamsi. Those things you can figure out. You can figure out what's happening in the market. You can read a market.
Hey, but see, again,
And you can adapt to a market.
Why am I using COVID as an example?
I have an Airbnb. Okay, it didn't work. Okay, what could I do for the Airbnb to make money? Oh, turn it into a convenience store. Oh, do this with this. Oh, do that with that. Open it as a place for art exhibits. You can do so many things. There are options. You were almost there. I kind of picked it up, but I wanted you to finish. I fucking lost it though. But yeah, that's a fucking hard question though.
Turks
Turks can't tell. What are we talking about? Turks is wearing a bucket hat
true.
with
flowers on it, with eggs on it.
Eggs.
Well, that was a great question, but we have to come back to that one.
Well.
That's a really good question. Okay. Next one. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about that question. Like,
Can life be meaningful without friends?
no,
I totally disagree.
man is not an island. Man is a social creature. Man needs other people to thrive and survive.
But they're not only friends. Is family excluded from this question?
No.
Yes. Said friends.
You could be friends with family members. I could be friends with my cousin. I don't have to be friends with my cousin, but I could be.
But still, it's your family in the day.
True, but you form a friendship with different, members of your family that they don't equal each other.
So because you're not friends with your brother, he's not considered something important in your life?
No, he's my brother.
Like an aunt? That's
Does-
someone in your life.
True, but and again, if I don't spend time with my brother, if me and my brother don't
what?
bond on things,
I'll bring it down to earth for you a little bit. Do you enjoy spending the rest of your life with just your family on an island? Halkom. Thank you. So now next question is, can you see life just being lived like that without any friends?
No, I don't.
You need some sort of human connection where you can be yourself completely, and that's something that you can find with friendships rather than family.
Think of your wife, right?
Friendships bring.
You can't say, for example, a wife can't be a friend. Why? Because you became friends first. Well, not for everybody, but to certain people, they were friends before they were married. Right?
And for other people, it works the other way around. They get married and then they
You become friends.
Yeah,
exactly.
no, but the
I know you can say a companion, but
no, but the thing with friends, and what do friends bring? Friends bring diversity. Whether it's in perspective, whether it's in opinion, it's the fact that you meet friends from all different walks of life. That's something that you don't get with family. Your family is the people that you are born with, So,
True, but not all friends bring diversity.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Have you looked in the mirror?
most friends
I
are
am my own
within the
friend.
same bubble that you are in.
Yes.
Yes, but not necessarily. Like when we met Adil was from a completely different bubble than we were, and we ended up being friends.
I remember, I'm going to say the question. Can life be meaningful without friends?
I don't think it can. I think friends are a critically important part of social and human life.
I think life can be meaningful without anyone, but friends give it that extra pizzazz.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm 100% with them.
Yeah.
So you don't need friends?
I don't think you do need friends for your life to be meaningful. I don't think so at all.
So
the meaning of your life shouldn't be reliant on other people.
Exactly.
La. That's different. That's different. And what the way the question sounds to me is, can you live a life without friends that has meaning? I don't think you can live a life without friends because
why?
Your life wouldn't have meaning.
Because as a person, you end up interacting with people throughout the vast majority of your life.
I can interact with people without them being friends.
True, but did you not form friendships throughout your process of growing up from being a child all the way through up?
Look at all my friendships. I can tell you all of them. I can tell you how they started, how they ended, why did I move forward, why did I stay.
But
most of my friendships that I left, and I'll say this bluntly, is because I felt like I was at a stage that nobody else wanted to be at. And so I had to rely on myself. Where do I want to be in 10, 15 years? Do I want to be this or do I want to be that? And so I spent a long, long time just by myself. No friends. How long? I was far away from you guys for so long. I wasn't doing nothing. I was just working.
For a couple of years.
Yes. And then when you guys saw me again, I was on this different fucking level. I didn't need friendship to get over there. I didn't need this sort of companionship for me to get over there. No, life can be meaningful if you are looking for something.
True.
That's it. Friends, they give it that extra thing. And it also depends what kind of friend.
True.
You know, is it a friend who just wants to enjoy your presence? Then he's just sucking your energy out.
Is it a friend that, you know, is somebody that can help you grow, somebody you can rely on, somebody
Yeah, so much to it. So much
looking
to it.
out for you?
Next one.
Got a lot of great questions today.
Wow, there's so many. I don't know where to go. Will Smith slapping Chris Rock?
Yeah, that happened.
We were just talking about it.
Was he in the right, or was it a bad look?
He was out of line.
Yeah,
He was out of line.
It was
Like,
a bad
okay, I get it. You know, your wife got offended.
Look,
but
anytime you want to talk about someone, you should be ready for heat. Okay? You talk shit about someone, then you should be ready for the consequences of what's happening. You talked about someone who had a medical condition, and this is what you got. But Chris Rock didn't know she had a medical condition. That's one. Two, you didn't even talk to him. You didn't explain what's going on. You didn't say nothing.
But was it not public knowledge? My question.
I didn't know.
Because apparently it was. She did.
I didn't know until after.
Yes.
Apparently,
Post slap.
Yeah, apparently she did a podcast episode on her Red Table recently, talking about the subject and opening up about it and how it was.
Oh, okay. Not everybody listens to
fair.
Red
That's
Table.
fair.
Exactly.
That's fair. That's fair.
So you don't, especially,
Yeah.
okay, if it was in the street and that happened, you slapped them, I'll say cool.
Mhm.
But live on air,
At
at an award show,
at the Oscars, where you were getting awarded.
and you make it awkward for everybody. Yeah.
Shit, like
People had to live in that shit.
yeah, like that
True.
shit was. I can't imagine how
It was-
awkward
yeah,
it must
it
have
was
been,
awkward
like,
as
in
hell,
in
bro.
the moment. Like,
Yeah.
yo, what the fuck is going on here?
No, that was very disrespectful. Like that should not happen.
But the
whatsoever.
joke was distasteful. But if you do tell me that he didn't have an idea, that just makes it worse.
What
You
about
know?
the joke? was
even
distasteful?
hold on.
if you knew,
If you knew,
if you didn't,
Even if you knew, all right.
if
it's
you
a
knew, that
joke.
would have been
He's-
fucked up.
He's a comedian who's hosting an award show. You expect
Like you wouldn't
everyone
joke
to-
about a cancer victim like that. You know, you wouldn't.
What was the name of that guy that did the
Ricky Gervais.
Ricky Gervais? Ricky Gervais went to town on people. Remember when he
Everyone.
introduced Mel Gibson?
Everyone. Oof.
What?
He went crazy on Mel Gibson before he introduced him. All right. And Mel Gibson came out, right? And they joked.
Mm.
You can. It's a comedian who's
It was
standing
a
on
roast,
stage.
roast, literally roast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ricky Gervais, please come back.
Yeah.
Please come back.
Please take the Oscars
Yes.
back.
Oh my God, it was amazing. And no, that shit would never fly.
So it wasn't scripted.
No, it wasn't
Yeah,
scripted. That's why he came out, apologized, and started tearing up. Get my wife, dude. And your fucking yo, relax, bro. I thought you had all the strength when you got up a second ago. Now you're crying. Also, what was worse for him is that he was laughing.
He
Before
laughed. and
He
then-
laughed. Jada didn't. Jada looked at him and he's like, "All right, let me get up." That was the part. Like, yo, you enjoyed that joke. Like,
Yeah.
cool. Your wife didn't. You felt some sort of way. Grab the boy outside.
That's the clip I'm trying to look for. I can't
No,
find
you
it.
can find this.
They
Yeah.
do.
No,
There is no
it
clip.
was just a bad look.
What, the one
overall.
he's laughing?
No. Between him laughing and Jada not.
Yeah, that
And
was,
then
yeah.
him
It
getting
was
up.
on that. Yeah.
Yeah. That clip, I want to see the interaction between him and Jada, and that no, you can't find it. There's
And
no
also
clip.
the Oscars keeping him there after that and not removing him.
Like, it's a shock. Like it's a
Why?
for me.
They knew
Because he's winning award.
Khalas, yeah.
That's why they let it
Do
go.
you think because he
Yeah.
was winning the award? Yeah,
yes,
definitely.
That's
Yeah.
definitely why.
And he's not just nominated; he was winning.
No,
the
he was
award.
winning the award.
Yeah.
Of course,
They know.
They know
Yeah,
who's
yeah,
winning.
definitely,
They don't
definitely.
figure it out.
right?
so-
Like, oh,
Yeah.
we're surprised too.
Yeah, but they keep the envelope secret. Not everybody knows.
No, they don't.
yeah, but the Academy itself knows.
Bro, the numbers jumped.
Of course,
Up
the
to
Oscars have been
19
boring for so
million.
long.
19 million viewers right
Exactly.
after that moment. It was like meandering down from 7 to 4.
That's what made me think it might have been staged.
Because I
Well,
thought that
then again,
slap was
looking
fake
at
when I first saw it.
Yeah, it looked weird.
Yeah, it
The
looked weird.
angle-
It looked weird.
The
Yeah, it
angle
looked
is a very
weird.
weird angle for us. I don't know.
But you
Maybe
see,
that's how
if
they
you-
do it.
People were saying like Chris Rock was bracing for it, like he knew it was coming.
You should have seen. No. You should see
No,
his
he
fist.
wasn't.
Go look back when he
Yeah.
got smacked. Like Chris Clumber, we're about to return one, and they're like, "Yo,
Mm.
Chris really controlled his temper."
Bro, I saw the clip like right after that. like Chris was still on stage. He was
Yeah,
stunned.
like, what the fuck? No one's
Yeah.
gonna handle this shit. No one's gonna say
And
anything.
he's just there. He's just standing. He's
Like I literally got smacked hosting your fucking award, and you're telling me this guy's gonna sit there and say hi to people and shake their hand when getting awards? What the fuck?
imagine how shit it was for him.
Yes,
Yeah.
I just got slapped.
it was fucking. At the same time,
I
keep
just got
that same
slapped
energy.
on
Keep
TV.
that same fucking energy with everybody else that your wife is talking about, though.
True.
Keep that
That's-
fucking
that's-
energy.
that's a
No,
different
no.
subject, though.
You can't keep the energy with whoever you want.
I get it. Dude, true,
Your
fair.
wife
But that was
And a guy talked about your wife bluntly.
sure.
And she came out and said entanglement. And you didn't do jack shit. Now Chris Rock with a bad joke, you don't understand what's going on. Now you're angry? That is fucking cute.
Yeah, true. I don't disagree with that, but I think it was a very heat in the moment kind of thing. You know, like fuck. Okay,
It didn't
people
look
are
like
laughing.
it
It's a
was,
joke.
It didn't look like it was a
looked
heat of the
weird.
moment,
It
son.
looked weird.
It didn't look like it was a heat in the moment. He laughed. And then she looked at him.
Exactly.
When she looked at him, he said, okay, I'll handle it later. But getting up on stage and taking that long ass walk
That
and
might
then
be heated in the moment,
smiling on
yeah.
your way back. Smiling and grinning on your way back. And then you lose when you sit down, it's like, keep your name on it. When you start doing that shit, you're quivering now. I didn't understand the messaging, bro. Anyway, it's disrespectful as fuck, though.
I think when he sat down, it's when he realized, oh shit, I just slapped someone on live television.
That's what I think so also.
Yeah.
Cut him off
Like,
guard.
bro, you're fucking there. What are you talking about? You're in the moment.
He wasn't.
You do not understand that feeling. When your loved one looks at you in a way and you take it personal, that's what he did. And when he sat down, it's not like he realized, like, no, he knows he's gonna get shit for this.
Mm.
But he had to make a statement.
But exactly, was it worth it? Fuck no.
No, it wasn't worth it.
Fuck
wasn't.
no.
But that happens when your wife controls you.
Even though Chris Rock
And
didn't
I
press
ducked that
charges.
one real quick.
Yeah,
I ducked that one real quick.
Either way, it's a bad fucking decision making. That's what it was.
Next one.
Bro,
Go.
the memes killed my timeline, to be honest. I couldn't. A whole day. It's all Will Smith. Come on.
The one of the Pokemon.
Yeah. Yeah, that was crazy.
Next one.
Go.
Go on.
Call out the names so-called influencers. We're still amped up from the last podcast. No, we're not gonna mention names.
I mean,
That's how you get sued.
have you not watched 142 episodes of our podcast at this point?
Well, here's the thing. We
We
don't
do it every now and then.
we don't share names because we don't want it to feel like an attack. But I know that everybody knows what we're talking about. And also, while we're on that conversation, let's also keep in mind that we understand that the creative community have been, I don't know, amped up. They want to Will Smith us,
Fired
Mhm.
up.
and I think it's very, very cute for you to be angry when I'm right. If I was wrong, I'd be more than happy for you to come and sit down between me and the boys, and we can have a conversation. But if you want to run this mouth from behind, you ain't shit, son. So I'm not worried about you. And I'll say it again and again and again. So if you have something to say, the floor is open for everybody.
Yeah.
You're all more welcome to come here. This is my house. I will welcome you as a guest. I will put you. I'll put a mic in front of you. I'll give you some popcorn and some water, and come here and give me that energy right here because I'm ready for it. But from behind, running around, talking to each other, and yada yada yada. Yeah, y'all don't worry us. We're not worried about you because the difference between us, we're not after money like y'all. You're afraid for your money. We're not. So that was the part I think that hurt y'all the most, the money part.
Mhm.
Because he's
Yeah.
right. I'm here to collect checks. So yeah, feel butthurt if you want. I could honestly care less. But on that point, there was actually a good question.
Follow up.
Follow up for that one. Actually, it says cancel culture. We'll deal with it later on. Actually, we talked about it so many times on the podcast before. Actually, this one. Where do you draw the line between patriotism and nationalism?
Define, please.
A Patriot Act is basically what we did when we wanted to stand up for our country
Mhm.
and our values.
Mhm.
Nationalism is when you think your country is the only one that should do everything and it's the one that knows everything and it's the end all and be all of everything. That's what's nationalism is.
Okay.
So nationalism, let's say the
Nationalism is democracy.
no.
That's nationalism.
It's
You're wrong. Your way of life is wrong. You have to be like us.
Okay,
That's how it's
okay,
nationalism,
Okay.
okay?
Okay.
And then when you want to change everything over there, انتوا كلكم غلط واحنا اللي صح.
So racism rebranded.
so nationalism is way it's the same. It's what he's saying. It's in the terms of إحنا أحسن منكم أنتم.
Mm.
But patriotism is no. I love my country, and I am willing to do what needs to be done to showcase that love for my country. I am willing to do what my country needs me to do.
Okay.
I'm willing to do.
That's
I'm
dope.
willing to showcase my love in different ways for my country.
Okay. Now that I understood the difference between both, can you repeat the question, please?
What is the difference?
What's the thin line?
What's the thing?
The thin line.
I think it's in the definition of it.
It's hate. It's right there. That's the thin
Yes.
line. Yeah.
It's how you direct your energy.
Yes.
You direct
One's
your,
out of love and the other is out of fear or hate.
Oh, yes.
Or
so being constructive rather than being destructive.
yes. That's one. Yeah, that's one way of putting it.
I think there's something there because I want to build something. I want to create something. I want to, rather than I want to attack you. It's more I want to do for me.
Yeah.
Let's add on to that question. What's a hard truth you think? What's a hard truth you think most people ignore? The fact that when we said it, all of y'all felt like you were attacked. But the reality of it is the truth that you need to hear. We see you. We understand what you guys are doing. We did not enter this field to be one of y'all. Oh yeah, we need to make it very clear because we totally forgot about this. Let me finish. Here, when we started this, like none of us wanted to be a part of y'all. Like never. Like our agenda wasn't, yo, I want to hang out with y'all. I want to be friends with y'all. That was never our agenda. We bumped into y'all. This is why some of you follow us, then unfollow us because you didn't get a follow back. It's all good. We don't care because we follow the people that we like, that we hang out with. We see eye to eye. We can have honest conversations with them. Some of the people that we like fall into the conversation that we talked about. And some of them actually reached out and we had that conversation. So we don't want to be one of y'all. Do not think that we're trying to come up to your level and be one of y'all and just, start ass kissing and lying to each other. No. This is not what we're about. We're honest. Minus Shamsi. We are. I'm joking. We are honest about who we are, what we do, and this is what it is. If you don't like it, I don't give a shit. I never give a shit. None of us started this to be your friend. None of us. Do not think this platform was made for y'all. Okay, my bad. My mic went out. When people were asking us, yo, bring on more guests, we kept saying no because we don't want to be a guest show where all of them come and lie to us and give us bullshit, which some of them actually did, but Salik. And that's the point. Like, we know who we are. We know what we want to do. We know how we feel. Now, some of you took that the wrong way. I don't give a shit, to be honest. You deserve that. That rant was fucking in the right time, in the right place. And we said it. Here's the funny thing. How many times we talked about this in the podcast?
Many times, bro.
We said this so many fucking times.
We talked about this easily 20 times.
Easy.
And
y'all just picked it up. And now you want to feel butthurt. Feel butthurt. No one cares. No one really cares. If you're not supporting the country that you are a part of and that you love and you care for, then that's your problem. And I'm going to call you out for it. If I see you rubbing shoulders, getting checks, and not giving love to the country that's giving you checks, fuck you. This is why I stand.
Amen.
Me. This is why I stand. Y'all might stand on a different thing and y'all might see that it's okay. I need to bullshit because the business is about bullshit because that's the entertainment industry.
Bullshit.
Most of it is bullshit and lies and everyone lying to each other. We know that. We know that going in. We saw that when they're dealing with us. We saw that when they're trying to buy out the podcast. We saw that in so many ways. And at the same time, whenever we say no, y'all are shocked. When we say something you call controversial, as we call it reality. So y'all are trying to play one game. We're not playing any games. So you do you, but we're calling you out. And the reason I didn't mention any names is because I don't want this to feel like it's an attack. Because I'm not trying to attack. I'm just calling out
the facts. What's
scared
going
shit
on?
out of me.
What's going on?
They came out of nowhere. Was that in my head? That's true.
Yeah.
We're just calling out what's in front of us the same way that we call out each other on our own bullshit.
How we see it.
And how we see it. And now, if you don't like that, sucks for you. I don't care.
Honestly, if you feel offended, then you need to check yourself. It's really as simple as that.
You better check yourself before you break yourself.
No, exactly. Check
I'm
yourself
sorry.
because if I'm not putting out anybody here on blast, but if you feel like if what I'm talking about is relevant to you, then you need to, rewind whatever you've been doing for the past recent few months or years at this point. The good thing for us, the thing that I love about everything that we're doing here is the fact that we know that we're building the community for ourselves and for whoever wants to be a part of it. So if you don't want to be a part of it, that's fine. Just enjoy.
You know what? You brought it up. I want to ignore this conversation, go somewhere else, but let's talk about community.
That's what it is.
Let's be honest for a little bit. Y'all do not understand the fucking meaning of a community. Okay? A community is not a place where you go trying to take money off of your other friends. This is not a community. A community is not a place when you only are a community when you're making deals with each other. That's not a community. You need to understand the definition of what a community is and how to behave in a community. So what you claim is your community is just a bubble. That's all it is. It's a bunch of people in a little circle that make decisions for themselves to feed their own egos and to fund themselves. This is the reality of it. That is not a community, my friends. A community is something totally. Stop laughing, Shams. No, that's the truth. Yo, this is just the honest truth.
It is.
A community is coming together, helping each other out.
Exactly.
Money aside.
Supporting each other for the support.
And as much as I always hold my fucking tongue, I want to say this. I know that people that we support on this podcast are not really part of a community. We know that they're using us as a fucking tool. We know that they're using things that we're doing with other people as tools, and they're calling it a community. We understand that. We're not stupid. We're allowing you to do that because we're about the bigger picture. Do not think you're smart. I'm going to say this again. Do not fucking think you're smart. You're not. I'm allowing you to do this because there's a bigger picture at play, and we want everyone to build that community.
Yes.
And then your bullshit, you will see yourself out the door, and you'll understand why. Keep yourself in check because we will keep you in check. Coming into our community, you better be ready to be put in check. The same way they put me in check and I put them in check. Thank you for joining our TED Talk. Stop clapping me.
Yeah. No, but that's said what needs to be said.
Next question.
For the people who wanted the addendum, they got it.
Next question. Let's go. Can Turks share his playlist? No.
Which one? Which one?
No.
Yeah, that's the question.
Turks will never share his
The
playlist.
correct question is which.
It's a long process.
He is at D at the moment. Are you at D?
J.
J. He is at J at the moment.
Yeah.
There's the rest of the alphabet to go through.
Yes. All the artists.
He opened up Spotify, download all.
Like, you know the ones that do music? I want those.
Yes.
Like, yeah.
No, Turks, I think the only playlist he ever shared was the SoundCloud one a long time ago. Right?
Yeah, that was it.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah, remember there was the group one?
Like
Mahroom.
take that. Just
Okay.
enjoy
The
that
one
shit,
Fil Areen all the time they used to use.
yeah, chill.
Yeah.
It was just called chill.
I know it.
Okay. Never mind.
Anyway, next one.
I think a lot of people told me that was the only good thing I've ever done in my life.
Exactly. Period.
Wow.
Yes. That's why I remember it.
And the hat.
And the hat.
Please keep the hat.
Thank you.
Please keep the hat.
Thank
Keep
you.
the hat.
And the hat.
Appreciate it.
It grew on me, honestly.
I will look, if you keep that hat from now on, I will change your name on my phone.
Done.
No way. No way.
Yo, flower hat. It's called flower hat. Okay.
Egg flower hat.
Yeah.
Yo, I think the only three people on my phone that I've never changed the name was Turks, my mom, and my dad. Everybody else I changed their names.
من يوم ما عرفته.
No, good.
No, since that
Since that day.
yeah, since that day in your apartment, remember?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Yo.
That was a good day.
Feel like I gotta clarify, but I don't want to clarify.
Exactly.
You can't, homie. You can't.
He's in a very bad position. This one goes out to Turk. What's the best birthday cake flavor?
Chocolate.
That's
Duh.
the only one. It's the only
Yeah,
one.
don't give me that sprinkle shit. No thanks.
But there's levels to
Chocolate
chocolate.
or cheese. Only two acceptable ones.
That cheese is not a birthday cake. A
Cheesecake
cheesecake
is in
not a
any
birthday
cake.
Really?
Yeah, definitely.
A cheesecake is a treat yourself cake. If I want to treat myself, I get a cheesecake.
I have another question, but I want to see if he's going to answer first.
Are we going to ask him about cake?
Look, it's really late, so I think he's going to just shut up. Oh, here we go. I know that it's very, very late. You are live on the podcast. Hi, Agent Whiskers. Saha, saha.
Sabah al-khair.
Hi, Assam.
I'm in bed right now.
I
bro.
know. Good. This is the right time to call you. So, quick question, right?
What up?
This is a question that we got on the podcast. What are your thoughts on the potential of Saudi esports?
Thoughts on the potential of Saudi esports?
Yes.
That's a very, very loaded question.
All right. Thank you so much for calling.
Follow-up question. Your thoughts on
The
cake?
future is bright. Let's just say that. There's a lot of investment going on, lots of interest. We got success stories like Musaad al-Dosari. So
True.
things are on the up and up.
All right. Thank you for the up and up. I guess that's the answer. I'll let you
Yeah.
later on, my guy.
All right, enjoy,
Yeah,
guys.
be safe.
Good night.
Night.
Peace.
Yeah, good night. I hang up in his face.
He literally was in bed.
Yeah, I know.
wanted to
I know it's late. You got work in the morning.
I wanted to ask him about cake.
No, he's not gonna answer that for you. Next one.
Is that a secret?
I think that was the answer right there.
Up and up.
There's a question here that I'm not gonna answer today. What do you think we need in Saudi to help local musicians as a business and audience? That is in the works right now, and we will be able to share with everybody in the future soon.
Soon.
Soon. Next one.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever wish you lived in a different time or era?
No. This is the best time.
Okay.
And this is the best era.
It's obvious you were thinking about that.
It's the best future. No. If you ever think about going back in different times, I think we answered this question before.
I
Yeah,
don't
you,
remember.
you
Yeah,
wanted
I
to
think
go
we
to the
did.
future, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. You
Yeah.
want to go to the future,
Yeah.
idiot.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you didn't like this era.
Yes.
But apparently it's the best time now.
And if you go back in time,
Look,
Things are
Champs'
always
answers
gonna be-
depending on the day and the moon and the vibe.
things are always going to be difficult in the past. No matter what
True.
historical era you want to experience. You as modern man, you are too bougie to be able to survive back then.
I am too bougie to be able to survive.
As much as you would want to experience something, I would love to experience an Andalus. I think that was my answer back then. It's the same answer.
ما عندهم شطاف.
Yeah. No, but as a
Okay,
culture,
this guy's an asshole.
as a culture, talk about a unique culture. Honestly, like a unique melting pot of different influences.
Different era.
Next question.
Mm.
I'm good. Yeah.
Thank God. Okay. If you were told you had to kill one of you, why is the answer Shamsi?
Oof. Okay.
'Cause
سبقني
he's,
السؤال.
he's willing.
He's willing. He's willing to sacrifice for the team.
Exactly. He's patriotic in that way.
You know how you see these movies? There was this one guy that died doing something noble.
Stupid.
It's
It's usually stupid.
You know.
It's noble, but in vain.
Like no. Like when like he holds the door of the castle before anyone comes in to make sure that everybody gets away in time to get killed.
Run.
That's Shamsi.
Yeah,
He'll sacrifice himself for the greater good.
exactly.
That's bullshit. He will never sacrifice himself. He'll be the first one to dip.
Not willingly, but eventually.
Like, yo, we're sick. And where's the boat?
You'll talk me into it.
Oh my god.
ما عليك, it's a good idea. أكيد.
Shamsi, I'll tell you this one. What's the best useless fact you know?
Fuck, I'm on the spot.
I know, right?
There's so many.
Because there's so many of
There's
them.
so
I
many.
know. Go through the Rolodex.
The mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
No, that's not useless. That's fucking useless.
How?
The best useless fact that I know. People once upon a time thought the moon is made of cheese. Do you know that?
That's not okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Men have nipples because gender is not decided before nipple development.
Also not useless.
Is it? Okay.
It's useful for
Hold on.
the gender theorists.
Shamsi. Do you know what you did right now?
Mm.
You're thinking and you didn't pay attention.
Okay.
Why does he have that in his head? You having that makes sense to me. I understand things,
Yeah.
right? Him having that.
It came with the hat. They gave him a card. This hat is.
When you put Rex on top of it, it's over.
This hat is gender neutral. It has not defined itself at this point.
I have a friend of mine that works in the States
Whatever you wear.
that told me about this doctor getting angry at this other doctor saying, "Oh, yes, I have a boy." He's like, "You should not decide if it's a boy or not." Anyway, it's a long thing. I wanted to call her on the podcast for her to tell me the whole. It's fucking hilarious,
Okay.
right? But we'll keep it for later on.
People thought,
Teasers.
Martians made canals on the moon. People really thought, there were people living on the moon. I don't know why
Yeah.
they actually thought that.
Okay, what's next question?
Mm.
Here we go. What's something new you've learned about yourself recently?
Men have.
That's a quick callback. That's a quick one, Turks. Oh my God, something that shit. Aziz, want to join us on this one? You don't know shit. Sit over there.
Have you learned anything new about yourself, Aziz, recently?
See when he says wallahi. Hey.
Oh, it's a family trait. Interesting.
افتح كيس شوف الكيس حق شمس هناك. Just open up real quick and you can look through it. Oh my God,
Something
yo.
learned about myself recently. So much. So many
Lie.
things. So many
Lie.
things.
Something new.
I like mauve hats, probably.
All right. Oh, so all this heat on Turks was just jealousy. Aha!
This
I
was-
thought we were really joining the fun. By the way, I like the hat. I wanted to keep it forever.
I'm just
Thank
saying.
Okay,
like,
but there was just jealousy because
grew-
you couldn't pull it
it
off.
grew on me. I think it's
There
growing
you go.
on.
Okay,
There you
okay.
That's what I learned.
So
Pass the Kabsa.
this
Sponsored by
episode has an
Hateration.
It is my favorite color, my guy. I cannot resist.
By the way, me
There's
and
a-
Sultan, shout out Sultan Galek, we
Okay.
had an amazing conversation over the last couple of days about our last post. And we have decided how this podcast is going to end.
Mm.
And it's going to end with hate.
As
And
always.
I think our last podcast ever is going to be when Sultan is on.
Okay.
Oh, and
Trust me,
Yeah.
it's going to be the last podcast ever.
Okay. He's gonna unleash the hate.
Yes.
Okay.
I like that idea.
Unleash the Kraken
It's not unleash the hate.
of Kraken.
Unleash the truth.
Yeah. Careful.
Unleash the truth.
Which can be misconstrued as hate. You know.
Well, of course, when something is too honest.
Yo, great
Mm.
finale idea.
It's,
خلاص.
right?
خلاص, I'm
Radical
down.
transparency.
Down.
That is the word.
Radical what?
Transparency.
Damn.
Exactly. That's a lifestyle. That's actually
Oh, that's a lifestyle?
Yeah.
That's scary.
Yeah. Like whatever comes to mind, just say it. Just no thought of censoring yourself.
Next question.
Go.
I know we didn't answer that one.
Something new I learned about myself,
Nothing.
bro.
Nothing.
There's zero
nothing.
self-reflection.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
I can't hold a conversation.
I like Wordle. I like Wordle. I learned that. I like word games.
You need to stop.
No,
No.
do you like Wordle?
Next question.
What
Okay.
that is.
You don't know what that is?
I don't care what that
It's
is.
the thing. It's a word game.
Okay. Next question.
When was the last time you felt unlimited optimism? Before I met Shamsi.
Yeah, long ass time ago.
Yeah. That was when I was very
Unlimited
optimistic.
optimism. Shit, I don't think I've ever felt unlimited optimism.
Really?
Unlimited?
Yeah.
Like the world is my oyster kind of thing.
It's a moment. You know, it's not gonna be like forever. It's a moment when you
Mm.
felt that.
Yo, bro, I can't even remember.
Really?
Yeah,
This podcast.
wasn't unlimited.
Oh, really? Was
Yeah.
it?
It was limited by life considerations.
No, it was limited by y'all.
Life
I was
considerations.
just about to say by you guys.
I was very optimistic about this when we started this. Not the podcast, the idea,
Mm.
the vision of it all. I'm very optimistic.
So back
yeah.
in the day,
And when we started it, like in February, when we started
Talk about back
in 13, I
Yeah.
felt like, yo, this can be something.
Yeah.
But when we started really working on it, and I started becoming, and we're putting the right pieces in the right place, I was like, yo, this is gonna be fucking huge.
Fire. This is gonna be fire.
No, it's gonna be huge,
Mhm.
huge. It's just we are way behind schedule. Certain things that we want to do, but that's our fault because again,
Shamsi.
no, we're idiots.
Yeah. Also Shamsi.
Also that.
Yeah, also Shamsi.
So no, when every time I think about this podcast as a community as a whole, I'm like, bro, if this is done properly in a way that is very helpful to everybody else, we will be in a great position. Not us as the podcast, as the community. Because at the end of the day, it's about the community. It's not about the people. We said this on the podcast so many times. Like, there's a limited time that we're all going to be here. We're not talking about death here. We're talking about just with us doing this and working. There's a set time when we want to bounce and just leave and give this place to someone else. Not this place, but
Mm.
Yeah,
this platform.
these mics.
We're really working toward that. We're not here to be here forever and be in your face for the next 10, 15 years. That was never part of the plan. The plan was to build this community, to take it forward and to move it forward. And at the same time, to inject it with the right people that want to move forward. Example, Noor and Swizz. Coming in, giving us that energy that we needed, that helping hand without asking for anything in return. That's also something very important to point out. So as long as we're honest and we're transparent and we're forthcoming, I don't think we should have any problems because we're very clear about where we want to go and the people we want to bring along with us. So I'm very optimistic about this, and I'm gonna be very optimistic until the day it falls. Because when it falls, we're gonna have fun. I'm gonna tell you right now. But the second it falls, expect truth. Like, yo, do you remember that guy in 1927?
All of them.
1927.
1927. Next one.
Mm.
What would you do if you came home and found a penguin in your freezer?
Mom, what's going on here?
Who brought this?
Who's coming for dinner?
Who asked for penguin meat?
Exactly. Who's coming for dinner?
What, a live penguin or a dead penguin?
I didn't say. Alive will be hilarious.
How would you-
walk
of course-
by the freezer?
Bro, of course
What's going on?
Of course, it's a live penguin. Why else would it be in the freezer?
Because it'd be dead. You don't have a live cow in your freezer. You don't have a live lamb in your freezer.
But you don't have to put it in the freezer.
Yeah, because
What?
you know what? Let's go.
Could be-
Turks, handle this.
Do you
How,
know-
okay, how would you recognize this penguin? Is there going to be like a penguin print on it? Is there a penguin picture? You're not going to know. If it's
a
meat, it's
penguin.
meat. Is there
What
a
do you
penguin
mean?
head? No, what are you
Is
talking
it,
about?
hey, wouldn't
Yeah, it said on it penguin meat. ايش دخلك؟
ما قلنا مسلوخ. Either way. There is a dead penguin and a live penguin. Either way, it is fitting in the
Mou
freezer.
maslouch. It's just stabbed. Okay.
It's not stabbed. It's just dead old age.
Headless.
Okay?
Okay.
It's still a penguin. Either way, it's in its rightful place in the freezer.
yeah.
I wouldn't trust a live penguin, to walk outside in this weather. So I would keep it in the
Bro,
freezer.
penguins are on the beach.
The question was,
What?
What would you do?
What would I do?
That's it.
Mom, that's
it.
yeah,
that's it.
I would close the freezer.
That's it. You won't cook it?
I don't have to ask.
Is penguin edible?
One way to find out. Turks.
It's a bird.
So yes.
Yes. Is there a non-edible bird?
Is there not? I don't know.
If people eat
Are all
pigeons,
birds edible?
people eat pigeons. Shamsi.
Like
Do you know what pigeons are?
sparrows. I don't know. Swallows, the small ones.
Pigeons are rats with wings, and we're still eating
No, it's
them.
nicer than that.
What do you mean nicer than
That-
that?
you're talking about-
I see his point.
You're talking about bats, my guy.
No.
No.
Bats
No,
are
no, no.
rats with wings.
No, pigeons are flying rats.
Do they spread disease?
As a New York native, I kind of agree with that.
Do they don't spread disease.
I don't know. If,
Pigeons.
I think they do.
They spread messages in wartime.
So did horses.
There we go. Okay.
Technically, disease.
Yes.
So messages.
So people died out of penguins. More penguins, pigeons. Sorry,
Next
penguins.
question.
Next question.
All right. God. Stop giving us these kind of questions where we get lost in it.
Exactly. Like we start hypothesizing
This one's real quick for you, Shamsi. A book you'd read again to get the feels.
to get the feels.
Yes. So this book give you good feels and you want to read it again.
Ender's Game.
Skippy dies. All the light that we cannot see. There was a Cormac McCarthy one about cowboys. Shit.
2001.
Never read
The
2001.
Space Odyssey. Oh, beautiful.
Bro, Infinite Jest. Infinite Jest gave me all the fucking feels. Infinite Jest is this huge ass book that you're not supposed to be able to finish.
Mm.
It's a joke.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah, no.
It is a joke.
It is a joke.
Yeah,
It is
that's-
literally a
yeah.
joke, okay? And fucking COVID happened. And I'm like, now is the time. I shall conquer thee.
Oh,
Bro,
I came down.
the book, I'm not even kidding, Adi. The book has almost 200 pages of footnotes.
Okay.
Footnotes.
A zibda.
Including an 80-minute fucking filmography.
طيب.
80-page filmography. Yeah.
What the fuck is this book about?
Tennis Academy.
All right, we're done.
Wow.
We're
Okay,
done.
I don't know that.
It's about a guy in a tennis.
No. I won't read a pamphlet about a tennis academy.
It's about a guy in a tennis academy and his father who was a filmmaker who committed suicide, and his mom who runs the academy, and his brother. Who's
I
a
think
film
this is
star.
what Will Smith won an Oscar for, but I'm joking.
Yeah, bro, the book is hilarious. By the way, the book is hilarious. It's so funny,
Yeah.
but at the same time, a big part of the book talks about a guy in a recovery center. You know that center that people go halfway house.
Yes.
Like somebody in a halfway house,
Mhm.
and he's talking about all the
It's not
people.
a recovery center.
Yeah. Like, yeah, the book is so random. By the way, the book is so random.
Okay. All right.
It just has
Okay.
Next.
has
Anyway,
all
what's the name of the book?
Infinite Jest.
Would you read it again?
Definitely.
Khalas, thank you. That's all I need
If
from you.
another pandemic happened,
I will read the dictionary again for feels. Anyway, next one.
go.
Nice. Once you get to zebra.
Oh, that's when I reflect on life. We're all one, black or white. It doesn't matter. Fuck you, Turks. Next one. Woo. Inter-Arab hatred of the Intum Badu wa kullukum ma'alimin shawarma kind. Will we stop shitting on each other?
Nope.
Nope.
It's always
No. Here's the thing. If we're joking with each other, okay, that's totally different than hating on each other.
True.
The problem with the hate between Arabs is that some people want Arabs to always hate each other. They don't want us to be a united front. That's very obvious for so long. And whether it's Western civilization or Iran, it's very simple. It's not. Anyway, so you have these people that are non-Arabs that want to make sure that Arabs are not united. And some stupid Arabs are falling into that trap.
Mushuf, on another level, unfortunately, there's always been, let's say, antagonism between people who are settled, people who live in cities, and people who were not settled. You know, the nomads, al-Badu. But at the same time, if we're looking about recent Arab history, we've always been put in a position where artificial walls and barriers have been put up in between us.
Mhm.
So if we're looking about the creation of the modern Middle East, we're talking about states that never existed in history, and regions that never really came together in history. يلا ركب لصق. You know, هذا خط ارسم في الرمل هنا.
Exactly.
هذا حقكم هذا حقنا. يعني those are the divisions that are currently, you know, in
هذا
place.
حقهم هذا حقنا ولا هذا حقهم هذا حقهم؟
لا هذا حقكم انتم يا الانجليز وهذا حقنا احنا يا الفرنسيين.
Yes.
You know, that's the Sykes-Picot line that happened after World War I. So throughout that time, unfortunately, there's always been foreign actors that, you know, instigate these divisions. So that's what we need to get over. Getting over the fact that, you know, realizing that maslahatna is with each other. So hopefully one day.
Hopefully we get there.
Hopefully
Because some people don't want us to be united. Because when you're united, the same way that white people are united, you're going to be just as strong. In the same way that they don't want Chinese people to be united. In the same way they don't want Asians to be united. People don't want other people to be united.
True.
When you become a unit, you become scary. Why? Because you're not supposed to have that. When the British Empire was basically strong everywhere, what was their number one goal?
divide and conquer. That's how they conquered India.
That's why their navy was so strong.
Yeah.
Take the war to them. Do not let it come to my house.
And
So this is what they always done.
the rule was, I walk into this patchwork of different religions and different nationalities and ethnicities. How do I play them off against each other? That was always the rule book. And it worked.
And it worked. It worked for so long.
And it still works.
And then the American Empire came along and took over that same idea
Flows.
and pushed that same agenda. It's no different than before.
At the end of the day, I can make fun of my brother and he can make fun of me, but at the end of the day, we're brothers.
If it's part of just making fun and joking with each other,
Yeah,
it's different than pointing a finger. For example, what Lebanon did.
that's bullshit.
Yeah, the boy got flustered. He's like, I told Bado, and he lost his shit.
And that's just fucking idiot, basically.
He is, and that's a person in power, and he thinks that way. We have a deep rooted problem in all of that.
There's a name for that.
What's it called?
Politician.
And that is a fact.
Fortunately.
May you watch the irony we just posted. Beach Bisht. I did not see it, but shout out to you. We see y'all vibing. Next one.
Okay.
You remember Beach Bisht?
That's the rope.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
okay.
I'm about to say.
Yeah,
No,
the beach times are coming, inshallah, soon.
It's now here.
Bro,
Not in
it's
Riyadh.
40 exactly.
Yeah, it's
Listen,
Riyadh.
How many questions?
There's no beach time in Riyadh, yeah, Shamsi.
I get the feel.
You get the field time.
كان باقي لهم question احنا.
We have so many, but I'm going through one more. That's it, and we're done.
خلاص. We're in overtime.
Yeah, I know.
You guys are getting some bonus.
Well, I'm happy. I'm enjoying this. Yeah, we're getting a lot of good ones.
Look, this is a good one, but I have to skip over, but I'll say it. Buying groceries is a video game. What would the loading screen tips be? Anyway, but if y'all do your own grocery shopping, you'll understand.
The loading screen.
Anyway, ignore it. Here's the last one.
Like tips and tricks.
Complaints about mahar. Are they too expensive, or do guys need to grow a pair?
Do guys need to grow a pair? I mean, no, fuck you. We don't need to grow a pair.
Yes, exactly. Thank you.
Yeah.
We don't.
We don't need to grow a fucking pair.
It is too
the fact
is
that
too
you're
expensive.
telling me to grow a pair, no, I don't need. I have
It is too expensive.
a pair.
I do not know how I'm gonna live the whole we need to have a big wedding. Like, I do not know how.
Yeah.
I don't. I got a daughter one day tell me, I want this big wedding, but I'll beat your ass. No, you're not taking no big wedding. I don't get it. Okay, look, with all due respect to all the people that I know, and all of you know exactly how I feel about these things, I always say, keep the money for yourself.
True.
Like, make an announcement, make a dinner. I don't need this whole fucking extravaganza. And also, if you're inviting me to your wedding, please. 6 hours is too long. It's too long.
We're talking about female weddings here.
Yes.
Yeah.
So come on, men weddings is like 10 minutes.
Yeah. It's a drive-by.
It's a drive. You come in, you wave the sword real quick. تعلم السعودية دي يلبس.
يرمون على القهوة.
خلاص, it's over. Yeah, I understand. Look, weddings here are clubs.
True.
It's where
It's a club.
everybody shows up with the fashion.
Exactly.
People get to dance. You know, you stay up.
You're going to a club.
You stay
the
up
Met Gala.
till late night.
Yes, it's an actual Met Gala.
Yes.
It is.
You know, in a sense.
Everyone comes ready, dressed to perfection, and everyone is there. And everyone's at the party.
So might as
all
well,
night.
So might as well just save you the hassle of all of that and just figure out your requirements and your needs among each other.
I don't know. I
Keep it
think
within the partnership.
I do not understand paying X amount for mahr and paying X amount for wedding. And I'm not even talking the things in between, the things for the mother, the things for the sisters, the grandmother, the father, the brothers. Brothers is like
This is called tradition. This is called culture and how we do it.
yeah, bro.
Yeah, but it's supposed
Okay.
to be
I agree with you
Yeah,
completely.
no,
100%.
no, whoa,
by the
whoa,
way.
whoa,
It's supposed to be symbolic,
Yes.
not backbreaking.
Exactly.
Yes,
Mm.
I am trying
ما
to
أخذ قرض
exactly.
to get married.
Yeah,
Mm. No, I agree totally with both of y'all.
trying to start a life here, start a partnership, build something.
Hence the COVID window that everybody took an opportunity
Anything?
to
Oh,
dip
yeah.
in. basically.
I totally apologize. I think it should be, when it comes to gifts, it should be the future wifey and her mother. And that's why I pumped the brakes. Your aunties can relax. I'm not doing nothing with them. I'm not hanging with them. Oh, no. One of my boys had to pay off the whole fucking family.
Oh shit!
Oh, I swear to God, the grandma, the aunts,
my back.
the other grandma.
Again,
He had to really go to town.
we go again back to the whole cultural tradition thing that happens between different families, different households, different regions. Who handles what, who does what, in terms of the wedding, for example. Who's setting up the wedding?
I apologize. I know you're going to hate me for it, my guy. I'm going to say it. I'm not going to mention his name. That alone, minus the mahr, was 300,000.
Yikes.
Yes. You want me to give you with the mahr?
450?
He's going to hate the shit out of me.
450? It's 450, right?
No.
Mm.
600.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah, MashaAllah.
The wedding?
Tabarakallah.
2 mil.
اللهم زدهم وبارك.
عنده خير. لا عنده خير. ما شاء الله. I'm not worried about him. But when I was having the conversation with him, I was like, bro, that's 2 phantoms.
2. That one.
Yo,
2.
that's a real estate you could have developed.
His and hers.
Exactly. Thank you, Turks. His and hers.
With matching initials on the R's.
Exactly.
I do not get that, bro. I do not get that. If you have all the means, Allah يوفقكم ويرزقكم ويوسع في رزقكم inshallah. All
To
respect.
each his own, bro. At the end
No,
of the
who
day,
teaches his own?
to each his
Now
own.
I'm talking about the ones that are forcing, not the ones that are
Yeah,
capable. There's people who are capable of doing all of that.
Yes.
هذه نعمة من ربي الله يبارك لهم.
Yeah.
We're talking the ones that are forcing the guy.
This is what's called negotiation. I mean, this
You
is where-
think so?
Yeah,
There's
I'm
no
trying to get married,
negotiation?
not trying to like the HV.
Exactly.
I don't want to come and negotiate.
Malik will have a round.
Look,
What's
exactly. I got 40. All right, listen, I'm gonna give your mom 10.
Yeah.
All right? Your grandma will get a 5. 8. Okay, 8 good. 8 good. All right, listen. Your other aunties will get 2 each.
Shuf, that's the thing.
Your sisters.
Unfortunately, sometimes you find that too ingrained. You're not something that you can get over. It's there. Khalas, deal with it. Whether you can or you can't. Unfortunately,
I put myself in this position. I am a
Be
father.
the change you want to see.
true. I agree with that.
I put myself in this position. I am a father. I have a daughter that wants to get married, right? And I have a guy that wants to marry my daughter. Ugh. Anyway, this
How
dude comes
cool.
along. Yeah, I'm a hater. Yeah, he's hated for the girl was born. Right? And this person comes to me and he wants to marry my daughter. I'm not gonna break his back to give my whole entire fucking tribe gifts. No, who'd you come for?
Her.
Hey, thank you.
Khalas, let's go.
That's it.
Yeah.
What do you guys want to do? And you ended at that. Other than that, no, I'm sorry, bro. I'm not here to make my whole family rich off of one guy that's already needs to take a loan. And every guy that knows that, like the majority of men getting here, you're going into a loan when you get married, and you're going into another loan to get a house. Also, I find it very funny. Those people are saying, "Yo, don't get a loan for your house. Save up your money." Oh yeah, it's gonna be an easy 7 mil, real quick, and save it up in 10 seconds.
It's called a mortgage. Like I have to put up with it.
I do not. I'm not a firm believer in that vibe. Like, do not kill the people, bro. Let them get married, man. Let them have fun.
Let them live.
True.
Yeah, let them live. Let them enjoy themselves. You have to take a piece of the pie if everything gets married.
Oh, come on. Usually the weddings are for the family more than the actual bride and groom. It's for the family to invite people, to show off.
Yeah, let the family set it up.
ما اللي وخر عني ما أمي دخل.
Thank you very
تبون
much.
تسوون عرس
Thank you
سووا
very
عرس
much.
انتم مع بعض. الله
Yeah.
يقويكم.
Well, anyway, we're gonna be killed for that one.
Good times. Good vibes. Good energies.
Oh shit. We have so many questions. I'd like to apologize to everybody that reached out.
Thank you for all the great.
We have a
questions.
lot of questions. I'm not joking, bro.
I
Like,
can see
I'm
that.
nowhere near. Like, there's ones I just saw right now.
Keep coming with all
Allah,
those questions. Keep coming with that energy.
I think if we get these many questions, we're gonna be 2-hour episodes every Thursday.
I mean,
That's what it looks like it's gonna be. Bro.
We're getting
Don't give
there.
them promises.
First off, I never promised, and I said I think.
I think.
Okay.
It's gonna be our decision at the end of the day. We're not gonna be forced into it.
Thank you.
I know we're gonna be forced into it.
Yeah.
At some point, probably.
Well, thank everybody for joining us. We appreciate y'all. Shout out to everybody that's still hanging around. Shout out to tens of listeners and tens of viewers.
Thank you, Turks, for the hat.
And shout out to Turks' hat.
Aziz, thank you for sticking around.
As always,
out.
fucking BL. And this was live to you from one of the greatest countries on the face of the earth.
142.
We outs.
We outs.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.